Coach D here at Players First. I want to come to you guys with a little bit more of a basketball story, but more of just the joy and the passion that I'd love to see in players today, and I think that we should really encourage in young people. We have a young lady on our basketball team, on our high school team, who has earned the right to be in the JV. She plays really hard defense. She's a really good teammate. Her ball handling has improved greatly. Has improved even over this first week of practice, and she's putting in some hard work. She's trying really hard. I don't think her basketball experience has been that big. She's a freshman, and so she was overjoyed when she made the JV, and she deserved to make the JV by for sure. But watching her this week, and certainly today, we had a skill session today. Basically, we had 2 hours of high school practice, but it mostly was skill work. Watching her make shots, she is the happiest person in the gym when she makes a shot. First off, she's the most surprised person in the gym. Other people are expecting her to make the shot. She's shocked that she made the shot, but she's just overjoyed with herself, and you can see the next time she gets up there and it's her turn next, she goes a little bit harder. And the next time, and she makes that shot, and then she goes a little bit harder. And you can just see her confidence building, her confidence growing, and just her passion for the game just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think that's incredible. I think that that's what high school sports are about. And I think that that's what we should be encouraging. We all want to win. There's not a high school coach out there who doesn't want to win. There's not high school players out there who don't want to win. And there's not high school parents out there who don't want to win, don't want to see their kids succeed and their team succeed. But I think that we also need to take a step back some days and look at the growth and maturation of the players that are in our programs. And I think we should, spend these first few weeks and these first few games going and watching some of the freshmen playing some of the JV games and seeing how some of these young people are beginning their seasons, and then going at the end of the year and seeing these same young people and how much they've matured in their game and how much they've grown and how that passion is still there for them. And I think that those are tremendous things that they're getting to experience, and those are just qualities that if we foster and give food to, then they will just grow and grow and grow. And I just love to see more of a basketball community go out there and support not just the varsity teams, but the JV teams and the freshman teams, and watch these young people flourish and watch these young people grow, because they're going to be the stars of the varsity team one day. Perhaps that's their goal, and that's what they strive to, and that's what they work to. And see some of these young people succeed that haven't got to succeed at this level of basketball before. I think that you can take a lot away from that. I think sometimes in this game we have a tendency not to stop and notice the little things. Once in a while, we get too caught up in the hype, or too caught up in who the best player is, or too caught up in how much did we beat everybody by, or what is our record, or how many points away, how close are we to scoring 1,000. And we don't always take into account the players who are learning, the players who are getting better, and the growth of the program overall. And as parents and as fans, we need to take those things into consideration also, because the people that we put in charge of these programs are coaches, and they're basketball coaches, but we're not just putting them in charge just to win games in reality. We're putting them in charge to grow and to give growth to a group of special athletes, young men and young ladies who have made these teams and dedicated their after school time to be a part of these teams and to flourish. And so I think that we need to admire some of that hard work that these people put in, not just on the star players, not just on the varsity players, but on some of the players who are coming up and some of the players who are going to help these teams in the future. I'd like to encourage everybody, please take time out to not only check out some varsity games, of course go to varsity games, but not only check out some JV games, some freshman games, but learn those kids' names that are on your teams on those levels. Encourage them, see them out someplace, and tell them what a great job they did. You do not know the how much that would mean to those players. I get to work with those JV players, those freshman players, a tiny little bit of my day, and I know that they're just as excited as anybody else for the season to start. They're just as excited about basketball. They want to be just as good as everybody else is, and they want the same recognition that everyone else strives for in this game. And I love to see. I mean, it basically, it's been a transition period for me this week, of adding this to my schedule, and so it has this today was kind of the cherry on top. Just watching her just be so thrilled. She was just so passionate and so happy with her results, and I'm so happy for her and so happy for her teammates. And her addition is just going to make that team that much more strong, and can't wait to see what her and her teammates do the rest of this season. Very, very excited for them. Take time out, smell the roses, even if they are basketball roses. This is Coach Rowe. Keep shooting.